Yo, Squirt, what's up, buddy? Did you get that game working or what? You get that game up and running, or is it still just kind of shitting the bed on you? I hope you're doing well, bud. Hope you're having a good weekend and everything. I start work tomorrow, dude. I start work tomorrow, honestly. So I'm kind of just, fucking doing that. It runs like potato, but playable. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that, man. Think something's wrong with the PC? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, brother. I'm no PC whiz. Congrats on work. Appreciate that. Not really looking forward to it myself, but bills need to be paid. You know what I mean? No, it's like there's this here, this meme, this famous meme right here. This meme right here. It's like having a job and then not having a job. You know what I mean? It's like having a job and not having a job, and then not having a job and having a job. Just interchangeable. Yo, bro, I will be right back, okay? I gotta go take the biggest piss of my life. Ugh. Alright, I'm back, baby. Ooh, sorry about that, I got a little distracted.
Responded to an emergency call in a wealthy neighborhood. They were told that a mother of 3 had been the victim of a horrific accident. Except when they arrived, it did not appear to be an accident at all. As investigators began to look around and ask questions, a devious plot emerged, one that suggested that the crime had not only been staged, but also caught on camera. Hi there, I'm Kevin, and welcome to Just Thought Lounge. Today's case takes some unexpected turns. It is the story of an investigation that quickly picked up on subtle but significant clues. Yet, one crucial mistake threatened to destroy any hope of justice. Let's take a look. It was just past 6:30 a.m. on an August morning in 2017. Officer Jordan of the Farmington Hills Police was dispatched to a large home in the wealthy Detroit suburb. He was responding to an emergency call placed by 14-year-old Aya Altantawi. Aya had been searching every room in the house that morning for her mother, Nada Huranaya. Nada was eventually discovered outside. She was on the patio to the side of the house, sprawled out on the ground and unresponsive. It appeared that she had fallen from the second-floor window above, which sat open.
We need an ambulance.
What's going on there?
I don't know. We were late for school, so I went to find my mom. And I looked out the window because it was open. It's never open. And she fell.
Your mom fell?
Like 2 stories, yeah.
She fell 2 stories? How old is your mom?
32.
Fuck cares how old she is, get someone over there.
Okay, and you said, alright, is she breathing?
How much is she breathing? Her necklace is tied around her neck. I don't know.
Is she breathing?
I'm gonna check if she's breathing.
Okay. And you said she fell over 2 stories?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, this was an accidental fall?
I'm pretty sure.
Partway through the call, Aya handed off the phone to her older brother, 16-year-old Muhammad. He began CPR on their mother, who remained motionless on the patio ground.
9,
10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, this fucking 911 operator is, like, very impatient and, like, quite honestly a cunt.
Let's pick up the pace.
Okay, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
So what happened to your mom there?
Looks like she fell off the building.
How did she fall?
I didn't go into the room. I just screamed. I couldn't look.
Okay, do you know how she fell or what she was doing?
Yeah, she was on the top floor. She was washing or cleaning the windows.
She was cleaning the windows?
Yeah.
Officer Jordan was waved onto the property and led to the side patio by Aya. When he approached, he found Muhammad attempting to perform CPR. The officer took over. Unfortunately, after paramedics arrived, it was confirmed that she had no pulse. The Oakland County Medical Examiner's Office took custody of Nada. She was declared dead at the scene of yet unknown causes. The 2 teenagers, Aya
Can you
and
do me a
Muhammad,
favor and
explained
just
that their
close that
younger
door?
sister, who was only 12 years old,
I had
was
it
still
closed, the
asleep
dog
in
just
her
opened it.
bedroom. They were the only individuals in the house,
Fuck, she's a
and
bitch
to their
sometimes.
knowledge, no one else had entered in the night or in the morning before police
God
arrived.
damn.
Aya explained to responding officers that she was meant to be ready to leave for school by 6:30 a.m. Her mother drove her every day. That morning, as the time to leave approached, she could not locate her mother in the house, and she was not answering her cell phone.
When's the last time you guys saw your mom?
Last day.
What time?
Like maybe 7 or 8. She wants to sleep early.
Okay. And when did you guys find her?
This morning, I called her twice at 6 on
So I
multiple
got
calls. She didn't
5.
answer. So I called her again at 6:30 because we're supposed to be at school by 6:40.
Eventually, Aya checked the guest bedroom and bathroom on the second floor, which they referred
Let's
to
go kill
as
some
the makeup room.
chickens.
It is where Nada often got ready in the mornings. In the room, next to an open window, was a ladder, a bucket of water, and container of Tilex cleaner. But her mother was not there.
And there was like cleaning stuff, and she normally cleans like from the house in the morning because she wakes up early.
Okay.
So I wanted to look out the window, and I thought that like just in case maybe I doubt it's possible, but she was out there, and then I called my brother and we went outside.
Okay. So this was around 6:30 this morning, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like 6:35.
Okay.
The children's father, Basil Altantawi, lived separately.
So 5, 10,
Their
15,
parents'
20.
divorce was not yet complete, though the couple had lived apart for over a year.
Why don't you call your dad? Okay. See if he can come over here. All right. Just to hang out with you guys while we continue figuring out what's going on with your mom. Okay. All right.
I have a different story than her. I did see her this morning.
What time?
I took a shower around 6 o'clock and I heard her moving in her room maybe 5:50 before I took a shower.
You just heard her in her room?
Yeah, that's what.
Where's her room?
Downstairs. She has all her makeup upstairs now.
When Basil arrived at the house, sergeants with Farmington Hills PD formally informed him of his wife's death.
I'm gonna smoke a little toke here, boys. Gentlemen. Whoa! Excuse me. Excuse me. Need to empty the grinder's bin before I put more bones in it. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. I should have just grabbed more pots and stuff, but whatever. It is what it is now. Rocky babies. How's my Rocky babies? Oh, hello. Hello. Oh my goodness, look at you. Aren't you just the cutest thing ever? Aren't you just the cutest thing ever? Aren't you just the cutest? Rocky babies. Oh my goodness. Look at you. You're just a model. Yeah. You're just a model. Hello. Oh, I did. I forgot there was holes there. Yeah, I know. I forgot there was holes there. Anyways, continue.
Basil fell to his knees, overwhelmed with shock and grief. The scene of Nada's supposed accident troubled investigators. According to Aya, neither she nor her brother had moved or even shifted their mother after discovering her on the patio. Nada was found by paramedics lying on her back, an unusual position to land from an accidental fall. Responding Officer Jordan was also confused by the lack of blood, another unsettling indication that the impact had not
15,
been
so
the
I get
cause of the death.
5
Then
per.
there was the state of the guest bedroom. A bucket at the base of the wall below the open window was undisturbed. So too was the ladder on which Nada had apparently been standing when she fell. The bottle of cleaner on the top step also remained in place. A band-aid was stuck to the bottom window ledge that appeared to have been torn off when the fall took place. What was
Damn.
described as
That's
opaque
actually
dried
pretty
spray was observed on
devastating.
the outside of the closed window to the left. Investigators deduced that the Tilex cleaner had been sprayed onto it, leaving streaks from
You
the
gonna
top
be like the
to
ex-husband
bottom.
or something?
Tilex,
Gotta
of
be,
course,
right?
is not a window cleaner. A printed towel was next to Nada on the patio. It had a chemical scent similar to a cleaner, or perhaps something much stronger. The towel was taken as evidence for forensic testing. There were no signs of forced entry into the house. Investigators did find that cameras were set up around the exterior of the property. Basil informed detectives that he did not believe the DVR system even worked and that he was uncertain how to access it. Nonetheless, he gave them permission to take a look. It seems that the cameras
I wonder if it was the
functional,
sun.
and one of these cameras was
It might have been the
positioned
sun,
just
because he said he's seen it
outside
early in the
side
morning, right?
patio.
I wonder if it was the sun.
The
It might have
guest
been the
bedroom
sun.
window was not within frame of the security camera. However, it did record shadows cast on the opposite wall. Officers initially viewing the footage recorded it via a handheld camera, seeking to record what they saw immediately. Later, a better quality copy was downloaded and analyzed. At 5:53 a.m., the light to Nada's makeup room, the guest bathroom, was turned on. The shadow of a person appeared and opened the window. It is
In the bottom
obvious
left.
that two individuals are
In the bottom
inside
left.
the room. Moments later, a figure is seen dragging Nada towards the window. The figure lifts her from the floor and appears to hoist her to the ledge.
I bet you it was the sun.
Nada is pushed from the window. Above her, the shadow is captured, standing for a brief moment, perhaps peering below before the individual is seen moving about the room. The light is briefly turned off and then back on again. It appeared to investigators that the ladder was moved to the window at that point. The killer was staging the scene. When the medical examiner completed the autopsy, the results confirmed what the camera footage showed. They concluded that Nada's cause of death was asphyxiation. She was
Damn.
dead before she was pushed from the window.
I mean, at least she didn't have to
Indeed,
suffer
she was
that
killed long
agonizing
before,
fall.
likely hours before she was pushed out the window.
Not
later
if
to
it
be
was
found
hours before. It's
by
gotta
her
be.
children.
It's gotta be the fucking the stepdad, or the dad or whatever.
35-year-old Nada Huranaya had lived her life for her children. The personal trainer was described by friends
That one
as
eyebrow is
compassionate, eager, and
killing me.
enthusiastic to do better for her kids. She was a very active person, often spotted by neighbors out jogging. They said that Nada had been a ceaselessly happy person. Regardless of what was going on in her life, she always had a smile on her face. And there hadn't always been a reason to smile. Conflict had been brewing in her personal life. Nada died 2 days before a scheduled hearing for her pending divorce.
Yeah, definitely.
Her marriage to Basil
Gotta be.
Altantali had lasted nearly 20 years. They had wed in Syria in 1999. Nada filed for divorce following an incident on Valentine's Day 2016, when her husband allegedly threw her down a flight of stairs.
On Valentine's
Basil
Day?
denied
Come
the
on, bro.
incident, but
He said, "No
nonetheless
pussy for
pleaded
me."
guilty to spousal abuse. He was placed on a tether and given conditions that
No
included
way.
having no contact with his estranged wife for 2 years and having only supervised visitation with their children.
That's crazy.
All of this occurred in tandem with the dissolution of his professional life. That same year, he was charged with multiple counts of Medicaid and healthcare fraud while working as an internal medicine physician in Canton. In January of 2017, he was sentenced to 1 day in jail and nearly $280,000 in fines.
Bro. My man is cooked.
According to divorce filings, the doctor, who once had an annual income in excess of $350,000, found himself unable to work as a physician or meet previous court-ordered support payments for his family. He said he was no longer able to support them in what he called their lavish lifestyle in Farmington Hills. The doctor complained of Nada going on shopping trips and racking up thousands of dollars in credit card charges at upscale clothing stores. The father also expressed concerns that his children were being Americanized by his wife, in contrast to their Syrian and Islamic roots. It was not surprising that Basil was scrutinized carefully by investigators in the wake of his wife's murder. However, no camera at the property recorded anyone entering or leaving throughout the night. Only Nada and her 3 children were at home, and the conditions of Basil's bond restricted him from visiting the Farmington Hills house. His movements were tracked by an ankle monitor. This data verified that he did in fact violate this condition and enter the property, but only after Nada had been found dead and police insisted he come to the house to be with his children. Basil was not anywhere near the house when the murder took place.
Oh, so it's his son then?
Less than an hour after the fall, Aya and Muhammad found Nada and placed the call to 911. The camera captured Aya handing the phone to her older brother to perform CPR. She ran back and forth from the scene to the end of the drive, where she was flagging down emergency services and leading them around the side of the house to assist her mother. The camera also captured Muhammad as he began lending his mother medical assistance. Or rather, it showed him either pretending to perform CPR or doing so extremely poorly. The 16-year-old did not appear to be applying any pressure. Investigators aligned the security camera footage of Muhammad while he was on the patio with his mother to the 911 call audio. They found that on 2 occasions, while speaking with the operator, the teenager took notable breaks in his CPR efforts. What he did not do was verbally stop counting the compressions. It sounded as though he was diligently fighting to save her life, even as he paused and simply sat next to her. As Aya and Officer Jordan approached, he was captured, beginning to push harder. The officer recounted, however, that when the teen first came into view, it appeared that he was holding his cell phone in his right hand and simply tapping on his mother with his left.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3,
You can't even
4,
see anything. There's no
1,
point in
2,
showing
3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
You're doing really good. Keep going.
Sounded like he was laughing right there.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
A cursory search of the home
Oh,
had been conducted on the 21st.
You look like Charles Manson. Hey, bro. That's what's up. I'm fucking crazy, you hear me?
Was found. Later, Farmington Hills police returned with a search warrant and performed a more thorough inspection.
No offense,
morning,
none
they had
taken,
observed
man.
a
I mean,
number of
that's
items.
his personal opinion, you know what I mean? How the fuck am I gonna get mad at that? How am I gonna get mad at that? Fucking crazy, bud. Nah, jokes aside, I'm gonna take a toke too. Cheers. Cheers, my guy. Sorry, Diesel? I don't even know. This is just some plant that we squished and made oil out of. Yes, sir. Here, let me find the picture right now. Let me find the picture. Damn, nice stuff. Am I from Cali? Nah, man. Nah, man, I'm Canadian, dude. Brother, read my channel name. Homeboy, read my channel's name. You know what I'm saying? You're from Europe? Word. Dude, I didn't bring a thread. I didn't bring a thread. Oh, no. A real channel name. Yeah, I'm the fucking Canuck, eh? Yo, do you have a... Yo, rep, do you have a thread you can throw in the bank for the kid? Do you have a thread that you can throw in the bank for the kid real quick? You still play COD Zombies? Yeah, from time to time. Probably play some tomorrow or something. I'll probably end up playing some COD Zombies like tomorrow or something. I've been kind of jonesing to play some. I've been doing around 50 on all Black Ops 2 maps. I still gotta do Origins, so I think I might just do Origins tomorrow after work. I'm finna watch it. Hey, respect, respect. I'm doing around 50, so I fucking might just do the do Origins tomorrow. I still gotta do Origins, Town, Farm. It's in storage. Oh, you're a fucking legend, man. There we go. Perfect. That's actually massive, brother. Thank you so much. I can here put this. Put the thread back in there for the boys. Alright, the thread's back in there, bro. Appreciate that. I just didn't want to have to, like, yeah, run hella far to get that shit. To be honest with you. Where am I supposed to be going over here? Attempt to search the chest in the east. Oh, this is where that shipwreck is. I think I remember this quest now, actually.
In a front-loading washing machine that was flashing an error code. Through the glass door, a tan bath mat was visible. In the dryer, a pair of Muhammad's blue.
You know what's crazy? I did this quest really late on my main account. I did this quest really late because I always remember having to, like, use my fucking Draymond stuff to ALQ and run up. Yeah, I did this super late on my main account. Never knew the ectofile was like a thing, you know? Here, let's go over there. Ugh. I just pulled a bunch of hairs. Oh, crab. Or lobster, or whatever. Take that seaweed. Don't mind if I do. Climb up. Yeah, I did. I remember this quest. Or maybe it's not. Don't you have to search that? I'm pretty sure I have to. Okay, you can see it. Red. Red, blue. Okay. That's the real ship. Where's the ladder? It's right there. I can't even remember how to get down now. Oh god. Right here. It's like so hard to see that shit. Map a scrap. Anyways, back to the video.
And a shirt. It was not a full load of clothing. Small white-colored flakes had come out in the water.
Do some world
likely the coating
records.
to the golf mat.
Maybe for
This
like
mat,
first
along
rooms.
with the chemical-scented
but-
towel found next to Nada and others located throughout the house, were taken in for analysis. It was speculated that one of these had been used to kill Nada, perhaps soaked in a poisonous liquid that had incapacitated her. There were certainly a variety of possible poisons. Throughout the house, in the garage in particular, were containers of weed killer, insecticides, and rodent poisons. Searchers found bottles of antifreeze, bleach, and various paints. All of these were collected for testing.
Purple dime.
After viewing the camera footage, detectives returned to the house and requested that all family members attend formal interviews at the police station. Basil refused. However, he left the detectives in the house while he collected Aya from the school library. He gave them permission to speak with Muhammad in the house alone.
So what time does she normally go to bed?
Normally, I'd say around 10, maybe. Late 9:30.
9:30 or 10? Do you recall what time she went to bed last night?
Around late 7, maybe early 8, I think.
You know why she would go to bed 3 hours earlier, or?
No. Like I said, we didn't really talk much yesterday, so.
Yes, you mean Sunday night?
Sunday,
night,
yeah.
morning, and Monday. Okay.
How are you? Do you and your mom get along well?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty normal. We've been pretty normal for like a while. Like the only time I told you this morning, we kind of had issues, you could say, is at the beginning of like the divorce case, but that's about it.
How long has that been going on?
Nearly 2 years, like a year and a half now.
Muhammad told an officer at the scene that he woke that morning at 6:30 a.m. To detectives, he
fuck.
said he was actually awake earlier at 6. He stated that he
Holy
remained in his
shit.
room from the time that he went to bed until Aya began calling for him the next morning.
Did you get up at all during the night? Were you walking around anywhere? Nothing. So go to sleep at 11:30. You don't hear anything. Don't see anything. Don't come out of your room. Get up at 6, 6:30, 6-ish,
Yeah.
and you go into the bathroom. You take a shower.
Yeah.
You're getting ready for school.
Yeah.
Okay, and then your sister, how should she knock on the door? She call you? What happened?
I heard her scream in the makeup room, and then I ran to her and she ran to me and she's like, I'm on the phone, we have to do this, and then I'm like, okay,
Fuck,
well, I'm
man.
outside.
Okay.
Detectives
So-
informed Muhammad that the cameras around the house were functional, a fact that the teen was previously unaware. He was also told that they caught something, or rather, someone, at the window with his mother. Detectives suggested multiple times that what they saw could still have been an accident. Perhaps Muhammad was assisting his mother with her cleaning when she tripped and fell. He could have been holding the ladder and become distracted, if only for a moment,
Damn.
and that split-second
Damn right.
distraction had proven fatal.
Yeah, man.
If such a scenario occurred, no one was to blame, they told him.
That's what it is.
No, we noticed that there's a security system here. Do you know how that works?
No, I wasn't even like aware of that. We had more cameras in the back of the house.
We
That
want
sucks.
to get a resolution to this. I know you do too.
Yeah.
The accidents happen all the time. Somebody could be helping somebody with something, holding a ladder or something like that, and something happens. That's why we need to know what happened. And that's why we're looking to you, because you're the oldest and we've watched the video. And we're trying to see what your input into this is as far as how your mother ended
Wow.
up falling out the window.
I mean, is there like any specific question you can ask me? Where should I go from?
I want you to start at the beginning. Tell me what happened.
Okay, so I woke up 6 o'clock, and then, my sister's awake already, she's also getting ready. And then I assumed my other sister was getting ready, so.
Did your sister see what happened?
Yeah, she's the one who found out, you could say.
I'm sorry?
She's the one who found out, like, the whole scene or whatever.
Was she there when it happened? Or were you there when it happened?
I don't know if I don't want to say anything about my sister, but I just know that she was awake before me.
Somebody was there. We know that. It's on video.
I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to say anything about my sister, but I mean, if it comes down to it, then yeah, she was awake before me.
Detectives told Muhammad
Fuck, man. Life's fucked, boys. Life is fucked. Life is fucked.
that the figure they viewed on camera had short hair. The person was male. It had to be him. The teen proceeded to offer 2 more versions of events. In the first, he recounted seeing his mother that morning and bringing her a spray bottle to clean the window. Then he left the room and she fell. In the next version, he was holding the ladder when she tripped and he saw her go over, but he did not cause her to.
We just need to know.
It's my mom's life, man.
Muhammad, I understand that. I understand that wholeheartedly. We just need to know why so we don't look into this further, okay? What happened? Muhammad, it's all right.
Okay, so when I woke up, like I told you, she was going upstairs to clean the window and stuff like that. I didn't really overlook it. I was going downstairs to drink water first, so I thought she was going to do her makeup, and then I went back upstairs, and then she was cleaning the window, and then she's like, "Bring me, something to clean the window with." So I brought her the spray bottle, and then she already had a ladder in there, or the stool, or whatever it's called. She was taking the window, the thing off, screen off, and then before I left the room, she was getting up on the window. She told me to, just be there so I could help her with the ladder, hold on it, because it was shaking a little bit. So I came over. She tried to. I don't want.
Just tell us.
Fuck.
You've gone this far, bud.
She went.
Just drawing. I don't even care anymore.
She sprayed it already, and then she tried to lean over. I was standing there, holding the ladder. You're just looking at it, not really.
Come on.
I'm holding it. I don't think.
No way.
Look at it the whole time, and then she leans over and she
There we go.
shakes, and then something got stuck on. I don't know what it was, so I went over like that, And then that's when she fell, and I didn't know what to do, so I just went.
How do I
straight
just
to the
die
shower
like
because
right
I
away?
was
That's crazy.
dreaming or whatever. I wanted something else
Oh, I
to happen.
play.
After roughly 40 minutes, Basil
I just gotta
returned
keep
to the
doing
house.
this.
He quickly brought an end to the interview. The doctor promptly hired his son, an attorney. When investigators obtained Mohammed's cell phone records, they found that he had 50 phone calls to one number on the day of the murder, beginning at 4:27 a.m. and continuing through that evening. The number was listed in his contacts as Love. 8 of the calls were placed before 5 a.m. that day. Looking back months, investigators did not identify any other day with a similar call history. Many of the calls lasted just a handful of seconds, while others went unanswered, including one from the unidentified phone to Mohammed's at 5:55 a.m., the time when the cameras captured Nada's drop from the window. When a search warrant was obtained and his iPhone was unlocked, investigators determined the identity of Love. It was Mohammed's father, Basil Altantawi. There was a history of messages between Basil and his son stretching back months, in which Mohammed would share photos, videos, and audio recordings with his father. These included conversations with his mother. In contrast to his father, Love, Nada's contact was saved in his phone under the name Dog. Her son secretly recorded exchanges between Nada and her divorce attorney. Then he forwarded these to his father. A screenshot from the month before her death showed a conversation between Nada and her son. She wrote that she had knowledge of Basil's criminal activity that could send him to prison. She wrote that she didn't open her mouth about it out of concern for how it could be used. That screenshot was promptly forwarded to Basil. It's unclear what incriminating information Nada was referring to, but it was clear from Mohammed's response that he considered his mother's words to be a threat to his father. One particularly disturbing photo was sent to Basil 3 weeks before the murder. It was of the window in the second-floor guest bedroom. An undated search was conducted for how to remove a window screen. Investigators also uncovered a search at 8:10 a.m. on the morning of her death. While responders worked to secure the scene, Mohammed searched how to erase a computer.
Right.
The 16-year-old was arrested and charged with the murder of his mother. Police released little information about the role played by his father, stating only that there was not enough evidence to bring charges against the elder Altantawi. The case against young Mohammed was a strong one. Those close to the family explained that the teen, unlike his sisters, was more like his father, described as a traditional Muslim. While his sisters were happy to go shopping with their mother and generally embrace American culture, Mohammed, apparently, was not. He disapproved of her lifestyle, the independence she had gained as a personal trainer, and he resented her decision to leave his father. Witnesses further asserted that the devoted son worried that his parents' divorce would further alienate his family from the local Syrian and Islamic community. Tensions between Mohammed and Nada had been growing in recent months. At the end of an argument between the two roughly a week before her death, Aya told police that Mohammed yelled at his mother, "It doesn't matter," because she would get what was coming to her. When the case finally went to trial, years later due to appeals and the pandemic, the state argued that Mohammed smothered his mother with a toxin-doused cloth in her makeup room. They were unable, however, to identify the chemical used or where exactly he sourced it from. This theory accounted for how the athletic 35-year-old had no defensive wounds, and her accused killer, likewise, did not show injuries consistent with a struggle. The room where the attack allegedly took place also failed to show signs of the murder. The assertion that Nada was approached while in the bathroom of the guest suite was based on the cameras capturing the lights from this room illuminating minutes before she was dragged from that direction towards the window. Defense attorneys criticized police for not vetting other men who could have killed Nada. They pointed out that a fellow fitness instructor whom she had been seeing had successfully snuck into the house on previous occasions without the children's knowledge. If this friend could, so too could her killer, they argued. Then there was the issue of Muhammad's changing story. The teenager had not been read his rights before the audio-recorded interview, the one in which he placed himself in the room with his mother. Legally, this custodial interrogation was meant to occur only after he had been made aware of his right to remain silent, had consulted with an attorney, and had one present during questioning. Muhammad's legal team argued that the teen had parroted the story to detectives that they had fed him. He placed himself in the room because they told him that is what had happened. The Michigan Court of Appeals ruled that his statements, for the most part, could not be presented at trial. Regardless, after just over a week of testimony, it took an Oakland County jury just 2 hours before returning with their verdict. Guilty of first-degree murder. Muhammad was 20 years old by the time he came before Judge Martha Anderson to be sentenced. The convicted murderer was representing himself at the hearing.
Genius.
He spoke for hours in what has been described as a senseless rant, during which he forcefully maintained his innocence.
5 years ago, I got arrested for, as I said, the worst crime imaginable. MDOC's requested sentence for 40 to 80 years. I don't care. Oh man, and for her to die at 35 years old, a terrible death by any means, I wish I could change. Oh man.
His mother wasn't taken away, she wasn't killed. He murdered her. He murdered her.
When Basil Altantawi stood to make his victim impact statement, Judge Anderson lost her patience. Instead of speaking about his wife and the loss of the mother of his children, the disgraced doctor chose to speak in support of his son, who he characterized as another victim.
He's been convicted, wrongfully convicted, also that impacted me and his sister.
That's not what the victim impact statement is about.
He was a loving, and he's still a loving, caring, supportive human being.
I want you to be quiet. You are not the victim.
He, I said he, not I.
But if he's talking about you, sir, he's referring to you as a victim. You are not the victim here.
When Basil was finished speaking, his daughter Aya was forced from the courtroom. She was yelling at her father in a rage. Aya had grown estranged from both her father and brother. She believed they were both guilty of murder, but only one of them was paying for it. Aya continued to speak out, defending herself against her brother.
I didn't kill her.
Eventually, the sentence was handed down, 35 to 60 years in prison.
So it is the sentence of this court with respect to the one count of homicide, murder in the first degree, premeditated, that you be sentenced to 35 years to 60 years with the Michigan Department of Corrections. You have 1,858 days of jail credit.
Outside of the court, Aya told reporters that she had tried to empathize with her brother, but that the previous 5 years had been extremely difficult, and he showed no signs of remorse.
He can die today and I would not go to his funeral. I would throw a party instead. Like, I don't care about him.
Those who knew Nada Huranaya said that she would have been very proud of her daughter, who grew into a strong and outspoken woman. The youngest of the 3 children is in the custody of her father.
Thank you.
Isn't the father like the same person that was like having like visited or like visit like what? That doesn't make sense. Like that doesn't make any sense. I gotta get a bucket of slime. Fuck. I don't need a bucket of slime, I lied. Excuse me. Damn. Sister's ruthless.
That was the tragic case of Nada Huranaya. Thank you.
Yeah. A sister is ruthless, bro. Damn.
Love it. They're going to have to get their controls right if they go back to this final, or it's going to be... I mean, that's 2 free maps.
I don't know why they played like that. Like, they kept talking, Jay and them kept talking about, like, a layer. The 2 got into trips. The other 2 sat on point the whole time. They, like, never had any, like, map progression.
Got you. For Vancouver.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of just, like, gave it to them.
But now, this is what we wanted. We get to see a skyline between these 2 teams. Who do y'all got?
Is he still eligible for Rookie of the Year? Just because of the one event?
Going game 5.
You know what? Toronto, because I want to see 5.
I think we're going game 5.
Level, man.
What's the record on this? I think Toronto's 11-2 or some crazy shit.
5.
Granted, they're playing with Merc, but still 11-2. Your core 3 is good at the math.
I'm pretty sure even with him here, their skyline's been pretty insane. It's probably been better than their vault. I think they played it. They played Minnesota on it. I can look.
And then it's a red card if we do go to a game 5. Come on, Vancouver, not like this, boys.
What day did the tournament start? 26?
Yes. Wait, no, 25th. Wait,
24th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat, who do y'all got on the skyline?
On a control like that. And Jay, talk to me a little bit because you know, I'm kind of waffling at it, but you're down.
I think we're going 5, boys.
Like, we're going 5.
11-2.
I think we're going 5 again.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean, that's when I think Vancouver actually starts shitting it. If they go up 2-0 again to another game 5,
oh yeah,
they're like, come on.
They're backstage like, fuck sake, not again.
Vancouver is 4-4, and they're 11-2.
4-4 versus 11-2.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to find out. Skyline, map 4.
So they are just exceeding whatever they thought that they possibly had a chance of doing here.
We're going 5. Ultra Merc. Ultra, dude, they're loving Merc. They're loving him.
Everyone's loving him. He's doing his thing, man.
You're still contesting for that grand final. You know, just to kind of again
take
ourselves out of the immediate picture.
What's the combo look like if they get reverse swept twice?
Nothing.
This team's not changing, but
they say, wow, we've absolutely bottled it.
Yeah, holy choke.
Can they get on their flight back to Vancouver?
But it's been a while since we've seen him in the league. I think the biggest thing about this is like how quickly Ultra.
Oh no, Mark, Lakers are in trouble.
Put together a clean lower bracket run. Now you're going up against Vancouver.
1 and 2 on this map on land for Vancouver.
Pulls with you organizationally throughout the entirety of the year, and a head-to-head battle.
But you know they don't want to go to a 5. This should be a banger here.
To sit here and think that not only do we have a chance at getting redemption in this major elimination finals, but a chance with a new guy to get to a grands, unheard of.
Definitely unheard of. These things do not happen. You are playing.
Dude, is this game hella close now?
Yeah.
Wait, they're losing now. They were just up.
Kind of opportunity to be on the main stage alongside some of the players sitting next to him. Kleenex and Insight have been a part of this Ultra organization.
Come on, man, start the map.
Cool.
I've been waiting for Skyline.
Who's that on the end?
Nice little questy poo down right there.
Who was that?
I don't know. Someone was triple checking settings. I don't know who that was.
I think that was Toby.
Toby.
Okay, here we go. Map 4, folks. Holy shit. Vancouver battling. Don't want to get reverse swept again.
Get that shit out of here. Oh. To contest some of these hard points. You are trying to force a game 5 as the tremendous underdog.
3 wins versus Boston, a win versus Winry, win versus
Yo, that was crazy.
Oh wow.
Come on.
Ultra, I don't think they're gonna allow them to
Oh wow.
And I know the
Blocked by James.
Is gonna be on board with one man and one man only. It's probably going to be Joe Deceives, because I'll tell you, his opening routes on this map have been elusive, to put it plainly. He is a difficult kill when it comes to a Skyline hardpoint.
Here we go, map 4, folks.
Here we go. Can Toronto force a map 5?
They're starting P2 side as well.
Get the momentum back into their corner. Here we go.
Holy double kitchen. They
Okay,
did not
good
expect that.
From the top side.
Four held spawns though,
All
but
4 kills immediately go in favor of the Surge. Who spawns
quickly
do
into the
not flip,
P1.
They're playing for an extra layer.
Sure are. 0-4. Nades out. Holding it back at bay. Opening time looking good here for Vancouver. Follow-up kills though for Ultra.
3 dead.
Perfect. 3 go down. Abu's the last one left. Trying to keep his life
Good
over
break.
towards
Oh,
kitchen
hello.
side, but he's being chased.
Hello,
Maybe a little bit
you.
too much so. Kleenex will drop, and help now is on the way as Nasty and Neptune get to work clearing at the hard point again.
But still the spawns in favor
still
of Ultra.
20 seconds on this.
Need to stay alive. on the
Vancouver's
P2
got no
side.
problem soaking it.
Vancouver so far 20 seconds here at P1, but don't really have a lot of space to work with.
I will
0-4
say,
getting
like,
aggressive
statistically,
to
it
the
says
bottom side
Toronto's,
of-
like, pretty good at
Can he
this,
find an
but
opening kill because spawns are gonna get a little mixy.
Surge
Yeah,
is not
this where
bad.
Joe Deceives has been so good.
They'll take their time
Playing his
breaking
own
this
life
together.
and flexing between where the ARs are
They'll
set
take
up.
what they're
Vancouver,
given.
34 points on P1.
They're not
Now
bad
with
at it.
force over
In the
towards
back,
backside
dead.
of P2.
Nasty off to a
That's gonna work
6-1
out for maybe a
start.
Flip Mercules by himself trying to slip away. Not
3
gonna
dead.
happen. 3 for
Quick
1.
break.
Just needed to find Joe, and there's the trade. Full 4-man down in Vancouver in the hill.
Now all
Okay,
of Ultra
Nasty,
gotta
go
work
on
their
then,
way through
kid.
kitchen safely. Inside is already through.
The only thing weird here is that,
Positioning is
okay,
known. Nasty on
I'm
fire
gonna say they got
for
that
AR
cross a
hand,
little
watches
late.
the cross.
That's tragic.
But there's his duo.
Nap got
Yeah,
3.
this is set up for 80-7 head to the bar.
And allow
Oh,
Surge
God.
still hold.
Now 0-4 restricting the reinforcements.
Never
through
mind.
Catwalk. Where is he?
I'm
Nice
just
shots
gonna
from
start
Hercules.
jinxing.
Joe working a different angle has found himself a double, leaving Neptune by himself. And he's just going to tuck
Yep,
himself
he's just
into a
gonna
corner.
wait.
And see if
Wait
he can
for
maybe
the
finesse
squad.
an exit or maybe some scrap time at the end of this hill. There he goes up toward the elevator. Nope, only 1 kill. And that's going to be enough for Ultra to get
Over to the
largely
P3.
all of
Ultra
the
gonna get a little bit of the scrap time.
Jamie's going
Rotation
new.
might also be there because Subside is making an appearance, only able to take down 1, but sets up his teammate for the second.
They spawn behind him at
So now
old.
you have the rotation over towards new. It just comes down to 1 more one-on-one. Nasty's able to
Did Braun just hook in a deep ass 3 and miss him? Classic.
3 dead.
Keep your eye on the middle of the map though, because Toronto love to use this little middle pinch to open up their break attempts at P3. Neptune.
Oh, he's
Tie game. 40 seconds left.
Almost everything. Kleenex gets 1. Joe trying to get some support, and Kleenex will keep his life.
Back and forth.
But Vancouver find themselves in the hill with Nasty watching over towards the right.
Still soaking.
Abuza watching over to the black.
Yeah, and if you're Ultra, you gotta find a way on in. Not continuously go 1 by 1.
Oh, shit, they're gonna flip him.
Already being done by Surge.
This
And now with a clean
might get
4 dead,
scary.
they get aggressive over through combo. You're
And
instantly
they're
able
still
to flip
finding
those spawns, and
kills.
now Ultra a
Woo!
total task to try to climb back in.
Look at the differential though in the
Minnesota leading by 1.
13 and 5.
40 seconds.
3 and 10. They just cannot get set up.
Yeah, this is
The
gonna get
tempo that
ugly real
Vancouver
fast.
are
They gotta get a
playing,
break
especially in the
now.
last 15 seconds of a hill on rotation is just too much for Ultra to actually get their feet underneath them.
Oh my gosh, he sticks him.
Ultra on this map so
Whoa!
far this weekend.
Did he?
He just stuck him and he didn't get the kill.
Now you are scattered on your attempts.
He did the
All
OG, put his
kills
head in
going
the wall
favor
I
of
guess so.
Neptune. You breached that 100-point mark. Surge looking to close the series out. Let's step aside and go to elicit it with Vancouver.
Listen in.
Yo, Toronto's getting shit on. That's sad.
I'm waiting for you. They're fucking shitting themselves, bro.
You hear the crowd? They just erupted and left it.
Listen to me, Jimmy, just push me, Jim.
Shane Gillis up there?
Kiss me. One kiss. I don't think you can kiss. I'm tying you bed. Kitchen. Top cut.
Wow. 27 fucking points for this team. That's crazy.
He's pushing you, cat. Stop it.
They're spawning in grass now.
Nice, I'm going top 2. Almost TT, right?
This shit's over. This is over, dude.
We can check. Time. Get rid of him now. Get rid of the shot.
Jamie top, wait. What?
Listen.
They are getting
Nasty's got
shit
some
on
select words on how
bad.
this map is going. I think initially you look at
I was
it and say,
expecting a
why does
bang out.
Vancouver
This has
allow
been
Toronto to
nothing
get their
close.
best map in the weekend did. This is why.
Oh man, they're dominating. They're winning every single one of
I
their
feel like you're just so
rotations. You
used to
can hear
seeing
it in the
Toronto
communication.
hold.
They're setting up the proper plays. Even
But
if
now
you're thinking
this, they've
that
had to
you're
break
looking
the whole
for one,
time,
no,
and
you
they
not.
are
Everyone is already
they're
accounted
getting
for.
run. I
breaking.
mean,
They just have such
Surge playing really
great
fucking good.
teamwork aspect in this mode.
They find
For a
themselves
map
in the
they
P2
usually
though
don't
for
find a lot of
now.
success on. They are doing everything that they need to correctly.
It's about
3
was
dead,
about
okay, good hold.
140
But if you're
point lead
Vancouver,
at one time.
you
It's a
have
pretty
such
good cushion.
you got such a big lead right now.
Yeah.
You're not even
I think the biggest
tripping.
thing is, Toronto have not been so far out of this game. It's just a couple of critical 1v1s on rotation that have not gone their way. They're not able to get their AR
Okay.
set up, but once they are, you're going to see players like Insight
Okay,
start to
4
pop
dead.
up. He's on 6
This
in
would
a
be
row.
insane.
Good time here at
And
B2.
it had to start now.
So give yourself a chance here.
So this is it.
They got to
Fight
not
your way
spawn
back
him behind
on
him
in.
here.
Insight starting to
They
heat
fucked
on
him
up.
last time.
On 6 in a row.
2
Has
dead
both
from
weapons
Nasty.
for the occasion, but he knows he's going to be outnumbered. The finesse is all you are looking for.
Yeah, good
Stall
plays
on
out of
time
Jamie
for your
here, still
teammates
on the
to get to
streak,
play and
building
show
towards
right
that
now, right
cruise.
time for a double.
7 in a row for
Spawns
Insight.
for Ultra.
Objective kills could get him a Hellstorm here. He's going to have to find his first. Not going to happen. There's the break attempt.
No
for
Yeah,
streak
Vancouver.
and a break.
spawns sound great until you get into this
Stun towards
scenario.
Hercules will land. He's just hanging out, waiting for help though first. Or is he? Nasty with the
Luckily,
front
Surge doesn't know that
Joe
they're all in
trying to
front of
pinch,
him.
But now he's the last one standing. Finds himself.
Oh!
Dead.
To the third,
Oh,
but
now
not
they-
gonna
Almost got that
be
3-piece.
are good
Spots
with still
flip, but
30
this is
seconds
a
to fight for a 3.
just dagger 30.
Yeah, man, they're at least 210.
Push over towards Cabo and flip those spawns. They're still thinking about all this time that they have here at B3. 20 seconds still to fight for. You breach the 200-point mark.
3
This
dead,
swing
and they're
starts to
gonna
get
flip him
aggressive.
out.
If
Yeah,
you're CleanX,
terrible
you gotta play your
situation.
life.
This is all about saving the game right now if you're CleanX. Oh, he's just going to try to hold
And they're
this from
still
inside
getting
Cup.
time, bro.
Here comes help from the front, but it's not just fully going to get
This is
there.
over.
CleanX take it down.
GG.
Vancouver's going to
Damn,
win
man.
rotation, and they
The
are trying as
Cinderella run
quickly as
ends
humanly
here
possible to get back
unless
for a rematch with
a
these.
rabbit can be found
Oh,
in
they
the
have a
hat.
cruise somehow.
Here if you're Joe. Try to find an opening, but no one should be dying once this is getting called in. Nasty finds a kill. Now everybody's turned into a 3v3 at this P4.
Now they just play the
Still
back.
timed over Vancouver.
Oh,
No,
my.
4 pushes it out. Finding himself a double. Mercury's from the front. Doing what he can. A couple of tags into Neptune, who's now low. But now
He's in the
got
back,
help,
one
and
shot.
Neptune wins the 1v1 in the back door. This may be it. The pinch is here for Booze at the same
Dude,
time.
they
and
just
Neptune
slammed
gets his
them.
third. Plenty of time
As
to
much
find
as
the
I wanted to
skyline.
see Toronto get through, I think this was the grand final we needed.
Nasty 30 and 14, Mr. Map 4, dude. Dude, why is he so automatic on game
That's what I
4?
say, bro. I don't know where I saw it, but Map 4 he's been cooking.
What a run for Toronto, though.
Yeah, well, what
I
a
mean,
run.
third.
What a run. It's not bad.
Congratulations to Mercules on an insane debut.
Yeah.
Obviously, interesting circumstances with Beans having a visa issue. Mercules gets the call up. Goes out there, places top 3, and everyone's chanting his name right now. A lot of Mercules praise. So, congrats to him. Vancouver Thieves will duke it out again in the best of 7. The issue is Thieves control dominant. 2 controls in the best of 7. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Toronto, you're happy about that. I mean, it could have went a lot worse. Picking up a substitute player for one of your, star players on the team, I mean, that went pretty well. They'll take a top 3. But now we get the rematch. Vancouver versus these. Vancouver got reverse swept in the winners finals.
And we're going to have some time here.
We're going to have a little bit of time here.
We're going to make them switch stage. Over there.
You think they're going to make a switch?
I don't know.
100% they are.
In the CDL, do you have
That's
the
what he was
pick?
just telling them about.
Do you have the pick in the CDL? Like, do you have or is
the
it like a
other
home and
team
away
does.
side? Okay.
Like they're on home right now.
And as you can see, I mean, Nasty. Damon was saying he's Mr. Map 4. And he
So
proved
the
it right.
question here,
14. Damn. Just frying. That map was
Nasty.
not close.
Nasty.
That boy Plumridge. I wonder if they're going to do an interview for us. Maybe not, because they're trying to get the players ready for the grand final, folks. We have come to the pinnacle. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh! Minnesota's up 3-1. Hey, yo, Reeves had a free corner 3. But we have again come to the end. 1 series, 1 best of 7.
So now, how
We'll get those maps and modes up for you whenever we get them. What a pleasure it's been, man.
In this grand finals round, this time versus Thieves.
Because they've been there already. They understand what it's like to get smacked up.
What is this? Challengers?
Yeah, I think Afro and Co won it.
I heard it went Game 7 too. People were saying Game 7.
They were playing in the classroom.
Yeah, you can see
Yup, Lakers down 3-1.
I saw what it's being powered by.
My goodness.
Big ass generator out back.
First time this year.
No shit, that's a donut. There you go, Riley. We didn't get a donut in the CDL, but there's a donut from DC. Tough time for us to switch over to that for Diamond God.
Things off a 6-1 search and destroy in map number 7.
But congrats to
close things out.
Notorious.
Congratulations to Team Notorious.
No. Notorious.
Come on, Mark.
Thieving ability, access ham
Yeah,
straw
no, 100%.
rooms.
Shout out Mercules. Gotta
Did their
give the
thing.
biggest flowers.
He played well too. It's not like he was getting carried through it. He was doing his thing. He had a lot of influential plays. He was doing his thing, man. Shouts out to him. Young bull coming out, showing out. I'd be absolutely, utterly shocked if he's not playing next weekend for somebody. Matches do start up next weekend again. Next Friday, we're right back at it, folks. I would be shocked if he's not on a team going into matches
he'll be
next
on a
weekend. I will be
team.
shocked. Here we go. Our final predictions of the weekend, the grand final. I got Thieves.
I got Thieves.
How could you not? They reverse swept them.
Yeah, I got Thieves as well.
Their control looks great. 2 controls in a best of 7. Thieves control is basically an auto win at this point. It's hard not to take the Thieves, man. This is their time. I mean, if they don't win this, they might be tweaking. They might be
tweaking.
I got Thieves.
It's gotta be Thieves.
It's got to be Thieves.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. Vancouver definitely could make it an interesting series, but with the veto advantage, they get to pick their controls. Vancouver, though, they did just have a dominant win over a good team on that last map. Maybe that's a little bit of momentum going into that final. They got to start hot.
Yeah, but I don't know if they'll play that map versus Thieves.
Yeah, there's Bean's fucking insane run.
Yeah, he's
It
like,
was an insane one. Yeah.
Ooh, a little too good almost, fellas.
That map won.
Perfect. Top 3? Perfect. Guys, good try. If you had me, we would have won. Perfect.
Perfect.
I'm going to go pee, but we will have our final series coming up. Riley, you might want to throw up a mini game or something because we're going to have a little bit of a wait.
Delay. How about Spottle?
Actually, I'll stay for Spottle, then I'll go.
Drake.
I love these too much.
Drizzy Drake. Check me out.
Okay, so close.
Band. Male band. Not from the U.S. or Canada.
Sleep Token.
The 1975.
Hell yeah, Riley.
Yeah, they'll definitely switch
The
sides.
1975.
They'll switch sides.
Okay.
2013. Male band. Not hip-hop or alternative. So most likely a rock band.
AC/DC.
2013?
Not from the UK either. Could be K-pop.
AC/DC was
If it's
not
K-pop, we're
2013.
fucked.
Oh, wait, it's top popularity.
Oh, it's definitely
Oh, yeah, you're right. They're
K-pop.
not even close to 2013.
Oh. Well.
Wow. Well, I'm going to go pee. I wouldn't have got that.
All right. Band with a $3 to
Wait, do they have like a
Appreciate that.
Blackpink song, or is Blackpink a K-pop band?
Hell,
That's
I
a girl
appreciate
band,
that
I think.
vibe, brother.
How are the meatballs? Unfortunately, we did not have any meatballs last night.
Meatballs.
But tonight we're gonna order meatballs at dinner, and I need to push the res back once more.
Really?
I mean, it's already 6:38. Changes, modify res. It's 6:38.
We look up.
Spade Sapphire Emerald.
8:30, 8:45.
Wow.
To 8:30 for now. Fuck.
Hopefully everyone's having a good Sunday chat.
Yeah, appreciate you guys spending it with us.
Yeah,
Seriously, it means
absolutely.
the world.
It's a vibe. I've had a great
We
weekend
don't
with
like you
y'all,
guys.
man.
We love you.
Had a great weekend with y'all.
Fantastic.
Good laughs. Good vibes.
Oh, Colombia.
I mean, we can go on and on.
Okay.
Oh, Peru.
Cambodia.
Lebanon. Mm.
Why do I feel like this is some shit that we really should know?
Greece. Just throwing shit out there. Hopefully it sticks.
It's definitely something on the.
Oh man.
Mm.
Not a boot, right?
Nah, it's not Italy.
Spain? No.
Why do I feel like I know this?
Oh fuck! I need a sapphire amulet. I'm retarded.
But I don't.
That's what I was gonna say was Algeria.
What?
Eritrea. I didn't even know that was
I
a
never
country.
heard of that country in my life.
What continent is it?
I've never
Is that
heard of
like
that country
is that
in
in
my
Africa?
entire life. I don't know. I never heard of it in my life.
Eritrea. Oh yeah.
In East Africa?
Djibouti.
All right, Riley. How about spelling bee?
Eritrea.
It's all right.
Would they all spell it? Oh, this one? Same. I don't either, apparently.
Anal.
Absolutely. Do it. Anal.
Bang. Nail.
Nail. Pale.
No N.
Fail. Oh, wait. N. Shit.
No.
Napoli. No, you can't.
Oh.
Hey, Alex with a $10. Walked out of my house in Boca Raton at 2 a.m. because there was a lot of noise. I came out and saw Bose on a crane. Looks like Bob the Builder never sleeps. Oh, Bob has been building, man.
How do you spell Inap?
That is a
Inap.
Fendi. I got my belt
Inap.
on right now, Pop.
And a big 2 from
I won't
I.
lie to
Oh,
you.
it's a T, probably. Linny.
You're an asshole. Pain.
Yeah, thread, needle.
Painful.
Wow. That was every letter.
What do I need to make this shit?
Plain. No, A-I-N.
Ball of wool. Fuck. Oh, wool. Oh, that's cringe.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is not an easy one.
You guys are struggling.
Annual.
This is an easy one.
Ooh, annual. Good job, Damon.
Let's go.
Good shout, Damon.
Funnel? Nope.
No, not the ram. I got debated. Shinam Village, Shinam Stronghold. Teleports to Art Doin. Necklace of Passage, don't have. It's the giant fetch quest, basically. Fuck, yeah. $25 farming. I need that. Select a color for your kitten. Using it to excite pendant. Looks like we got some work to do here. Need those diaries of Iraq mediums done. Being able to teleport straight to the G key. Even want to do this quest, what do I get for 1,000 crafting XP, 1,000 fucking per XP? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, I'll be right back. Can I go grab a glass of water? Peace out, gentlemen. Hope you have a good one. Peace.